let me show you. I've been writing something and I've realised that it does not like memory allocate. You know, let's just say here it is, right? It's only a very simple little program, something I wrote up not so long ago. And basically what it's done is pulling memory from a certain address. So obviously the segment of memory is at 00, basically the BIOS, right? Now I'm going to just give 256 characters, 256 characters, and basically you're converting the string. I think what it should do, and it doesn't come out right because the memory allocation in the BIOS should show a load of text, but on this it doesn't run for some strange reason. Oh, alright. What, have I got a bug? Anyway, it comes out like that, and it should have hexadecimal values, and obviously some gobble. You would say gobbledygook, but it isn't. It's just a character set, characters. Anyway, I want to write something. Whoop. In QBX. I've got VB6 and I've got QBX, but we're going to use QBX because it's the one I used to use all the time. So I'm using this emulator, this 86 emulator, what we call it. I've forgotten what's it called. 86 box. Let me just have a drink of water. Well, I'm just going to start off with just basically a dump segment. Whoops. Dump segment equals and hex 4 zeros. I'll just show 0, right? Okay. So what we need to do first is 40. I'll just put 4T at the moment. 0 to 255. So the first 256 bytes, and we'll just literally just show the memory contents. So if I go df string equals of a dot, right, now that should give us a memory dump. Oops, and I'll do better if I actually. Now, like I'm saying, what it's going to do is it's going to actually show the actual memory, because what Windows does. There we go. That's basically the in the first sections of the BIOS. In fact, I could do it by 4, maybe. I'm just picking out a good bit of data. And I'm going to just clear screen, so at least you get a good location. So basically that is the BIOS. That's where the location of BIOS is, right? Obviously, I don't know the structure of the 8086 compared to the. I remember certain parts of the Z80. If I could remember, I could write actually really a disassembler. My father wrote one years and years ago for Z80, and it became quite powerful. He wrote it on the back end of Zeep, which was like a very well known disassembler back in the day. Now they obviously, you can tell that this is a simplified version. Now we want what I want to do is change. I don't know whether or not it's a segment of, if I go to 1000, that should be the video memory, or the start of the that I think that bit there from install buffer loaded into the upper memory block. Right, okay, so that is the upper memory block area as far as I know. Right. So obviously, oops. Oh, I'm writing in batch file mode or script. Yeah. Right. Okay. So if I go and hex 1000. Yeah, you see what I mean? So the memory location's changed. So, okay. So that's a good start, isn't it? Right. Right, what we want to do now is we need to... Right, well, give me a second. Let me work this one out because I've got to put it into the string section. Right, okay. Right. So a hex string equals hex. Whoops. String of T. I think it does it that way. Let's just have a look. You know what? It's been such a long time since I last used certain things. So right, okay, got using. I don't want to use in character set, program line, command lines, copyright. Oh, index. There it is. Right, so we want to go to hex string. We want. Right, so there's hex string, which is the character definition of hex string example. Now, hex string x 20. Now, right, okay, so what happens if it's below 16? Would it give out one character? Let's have a look. I can't remember now. Let's just give it a... Actually, let's have a look. So that's step... Let's go step 16. Right. Between lines we need to print statement. Right, okay, so I'm assuming, fingers crossed, this should go like this. It should go hexadecimal. Whoops. 1000. Whoops. Oops. It's... right, see what I mean? Anything below 15, which is F. Yeah. Okay, we're cooking. We're cooking with using the character set. What have we got? What have we got? Have I got a character set? Oh, I've not got a character dump. That's a lot of good, isn't it? I thought there was a character set dump. Basic character set. Oh, ASCII set. Alright, okay. Excuse me. I'll separate it with something. I don't know. I'll go character, which is not going to be shown. Oh, 176. That'll do. So we're going to use 176. So on this particular case, we use 176. So 176. Whoops. 176. There we go. That's your character. Right, let's go. So it should now, if I go like this and go and hex 1000. It's a bit gobbledygook at the moment. And there's something wrong there, look. Okay. Alright, so there's a mathematical problem here. I'm just going to grab a... Oh, right, yeah. I'm just going to go 7 bytes. I'm going to pick up 7 bytes. Hex lib. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, of course. Right. Duh. Right, J, I'll go hex XX. I'm putting all sorts of things in here. XX equals peak and lines plus mem. That's why it's not running. That's why it wasn't working. Right, so we need to change that now to... Now it should, in phonetic terms, show us a hexadecimal thing. So HX 1000, whoops. There you go. That bit's right. F1F1F. All right, look, it's not jumping by a certain amount of characters. So it's, oh yes, of course, yeah. So we need to go say whoops, 02255 step 7, is it? Right, let's see. There you go. That's better. That's better. Right, okay, so what we want to do now is take the memory chunk down to say 16, maybe. 16. 8, 60, yeah, that's 2 lines, 16, 32, 31. Right, because you're picking from 0. Right, so if we go hex, you should get 2 lines. Off 5 lines, there you go. But if you look at it, that's correct. Yeah. And that's picking from 0. So if you know, it's getting the idea now. Yeah, so hex 1000. Obviously it's a bit messed up still, but you get the idea. Right, 31, 4 lines. 7, 7, 16. 15. You've always got to remember it's one value before, because you're working from 0. Right, okay. Right, 16, 32, 15, 31, 28, 32, 20. I'm just picking it. Let's have a look. I just want to see what it does when I'm messing up the numbers. Okay. No, that's about right, isn't it? Say 4 lines. Memory dump. Right, okay, so I'd have to go, if I wanted to drag it right the way down and do it as a disassembler, I'd have to grab the information for the 8086 processor. Yeah, I'd have to grab the information for it if I wanted to get the the command set, like the registries and all that kind of stuff. I'd have to look in. If I decided to ever write something like a disassembler, but you're better off writing that in machine level. And I don't really know 8086. I could probably do it with Z80 because I wrote with Z80. My father, obviously, like I said, was a coder in Z80. Put coal on there. Excuse me. So if we go from 0, we need to change them values. Is it using? But the thing is, it's printing in hex string. I don't know whether or not you can print using. Format hex string, is it? I think you have to have a library for that. You got to have a dedicated library. Yeah, you have. Look, you got to have 2 data. libraries. I don't want to mess around with libraries. I think you should be able to just do it as it is. Then digital position, print leading string. Alright, I got dollars. Have we got an example? Let's have a look. So I can clean up the addresses using between slashes, 2 spaces between slashes. Whatever. Oh right, so it does carry text. First character from $8. But I don't know whether or not it'll carry it to. Will it hold characters? Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Will it hold hex? Because hex is I think it'll just be recognised as a character. And it does pick up characters by the looks of it. Print using. I don't know, let's try it. Is that string? Where's the string? I saw something with a string. I'll B string on one line. I want it to round off as well though, you know what I mean? With zeros. I don't think might not run, no, it might not work. Character string. So if I do that, let's have a look at it again. Hex string. We need format. Is it format? Using, wasn't it? They changed it. Oh, piss off. Sorry for swearing. They've still not got a character set right. Oh, shut up. Print using, is it? We've got print. Where's print? Print. Print using statement. So look at again, character format, numeric format, string expression. Prints entire string. First characters. Number of. So I'm assuming. Let's get this right. Alright. So I'm assuming it works like this. So if I go like that and I go whoops, slash dink. Now does it use it as if I go like that and goes oops 0? Alright, so it does clean up that way, but I want it the other way. I want it from right to left and not left to right. It cleans it up though, don't get me wrong. But you get the general idea. How long have I been doing this for? I'll have a look in a minute. I'm actually on a roll with it. If I go to 1000, whoops. Actually, I should write that as lins defined by K. Really? Because you're using the memory allocation, aren't you? Whoops. From 1000. So if I go into the top of the memory, whoops, FFF, which should be 65535, it resets again. Yeah, I thought so. Oh look, and there's the BIOS. So from that's interesting. There's the BIOS. Look, that's the BIOS date. 7th 1999, 15th for the 7th, 15th of July. Okay, that's interesting. I forgot about that actually. What am I doing? Typing DIR for? So if I go 65535, it might not. Yeah, I thought it would, because it's an overflow. So if I just do that, and go 653535. Yeah, there's the BIOS. There's the BIOS. 65536. Yeah, I thought so. So we need to put an error thing with I might just put it as not allowed. So on local error, I'll just put an error trap in. Resume next. Resume next. And I'll just put if error, whoops, it's greater than 0, then error. I'm just doing a quick trap at the moment. I'm not specifically doing anything. Error. There we go. I think that should do it. Legal function. On local error. On error. Is it on error? Is that right? Because you're doing a trap event there. There we go. So if I go 65536, it ignores it, you see, 65535. Alright, okay. Go to lesser than 0. I forget how it goes now. I think it's the minus. I think it works into a minus, doesn't it? Error. Anyway, I don't know why. It works anyway for the moment, until it can be asked. So if it's 65536, comes up with that 65535. Whoops. Hey, it don't bother now. It's ignoring it. So it's allowing the value through, which I'm not bothered about. I can just go resume next. So he goes 0. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I could do it with a couple more lines now. I could do it to say 7 times 5, 10 lines. That'll do. That'll do it. So you should have 10 lines of source code. There you go. Is it segments? It is segments, isn't it? It is a segment. 5. So if I go 255, no name. If I go 8000, or and hex 8000, well, there's nothing there. It's above the memory address, isn't it? Oh, shut up. You can tell the character set isn't quite right. I mean the bell, you know, sound system. Anyway, it's me to talk it myself. 12. Yeah, you can see, look, memory dumps. I might actually write it on another emulator at some point, you know, like a Spectrum emulator or something. Very rudimentary, obviously. I could process it and put so many characters in. Can it do it this way? Let's have a look. If I do that, whoops, 0, 0. Will it add the character? I'm just wondering actually. No. Okay. Thought not. So it doesn't allow it that way. Okay. So obviously this. Whoops. It should be actually right to left. So in other words, like that. So the top line should be 0, 0, 0, and then it should be 0, 0, 0, 7, and so on. Yeah. I don't know. I might. It's not really worth it. It's like saying this is just an egg, just because of the fact it's been a while since I last used it. Save it. Mem.1. I don't know. There we go. So we're going to call it a day, guys, because I've had enough. I'm ready for toast or something to eat because I'm hungry. Right, guys. Usual stuff. Thanks for watching. You know where I am. If you find this interesting, add me. You never know what I'll come up with. Might be graphical, might be some interesting related. Let's hope so. Anyway, take care and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.